Hey guys, this is Dr. Mark with Stanley Chiropractic. I hope you're doing well. Today, I want to touch base on the importance of good rest and good sleep. You know, our goal is to get you better as soon as possible. And one of the primary ways to do that is to get your inflammation or your inflammatory levels down. Obviously, when we adjust a joint and get you moving, it's able to pump that inflammation out. It disrupts some of the irritation that's creating inflammation. That's super, super important. And one of the things I've noticed over the last 10 years doing this is that the better rest that someone gets, the faster that they get better. Sleep is a huge part of regulating inflammation, and here's how. So one of the things that we deal with in our society, in our culture, that's rampant is stress. And one of the key hormones in that stress response is cortisol. Cortisol is one of those fight or flight hormones that help you survive stressful situations. And that's all fine and good, but if our bodies never get out of those stressful situations, then cortisol stays elevated. Well, chronically elevated cortisol levels increase your inflammation. So whole body aches and pains, but particularly the areas where you do have an injury, they're going to have increased inflammation, and it's going to take longer to recover from that injury. And so we want to get cortisol levels down a lot. Well, good rest just happens to suppress cortisol levels. Cortisol is a very healthy hormone in the body. You absolutely need it. It's one of the hormones that wakes you up in the morning and gives you alertness and wakefulness. But as the day goes on and it depresses, your body gets ready to go to bed. And when you sleep, and it's a deep sleep, around 8 hours, I always shoot for 8 hours, then your cortisol levels hit an appropriate low. And then when you wake up, it rises and you go about your day. Well, if you don't get enough sleep, your cortisol levels don't have an opportunity to get as low as they need to. And so you start the day with elevated cortisol levels. Well, then those elevated cortisol levels also make it hard for you to fall asleep the next day. You don't go to sleep as early, you don't sleep as deep. When you wake up the next day, you feel groggy, and this cycle just repeats where cortisol levels never fully get down because you either stayed up too late or you didn't get enough sleep. So we've got to get the cortisol levels down. So you need good rest. I always shoot for 8 hours of sleep. If I can get more than that, it's fantastic. That's what we want to go for. Sleep's super important. What contributes to that? Well, there's really obvious things. You need to put down the screens and shut the TVs off for a little bit. Turn down the lights in the house. Allow your body's wake cycle to get suppressed so you can get ready for bed. Make your house really cold. Not really cold, but keep it cooler. The cooler your house is, that actually binds or suppresses some of those cortisol levels, so it helps you sleep. Obviously, a bed is really important. We always talk about a worn out bed, versus a new bed and needing a new bed. Well, your pillows are the same way. We need to have pillows that are also don't cause us to get overheated, ones that are comfortable, ones that don't push back on us too much. And so a low profile pillow, something that's soft, comfortable, obviously. And so, you can talk to me or one of our doctors at Stanley Chiropractic about what type of bed you should be looking for, what type of pillow you should be looking for, other things that you can do to make sure that you're getting good rest. Because again, ultimately, it's all about you getting better as fast as possible, and getting good sleep is a huge part of that. Hope that helps.